Somebody in the comments says getting thick is insane. Bro, I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it this way. He is getting big. Mark said they got this man eating 5,000 calories a day. I guarantee he's eating 5,000 at least. Not only does it look like Bryce Young's added a little bit of weight, he's looking beefed up. He's looking caked up. He's low-key looking kind of fat. Man, oh man, it's been a minute since we talked about good old Bryce Young, and now that I think about it, it's been a minute since we talked about the NFL in general. But hey, you know how it goes, it's the off season, so there's not really too much going on. But however, the one thing we have been keeping up with and talking a lot, because I think it's interesting, and I think you guys think it's interesting as well, is these rookie quarterbacks and rookie players. In my humble opinion, it's always cool to see how these guys transition into the next level, because we don't know if they're going to be really, really good, or we don't know if they're going to be really, really bad. There's going to be quarterbacks that we think are going to be great, and they turn out to be bust. And there's also going to be quarterbacks that were drafted in the 4th or 5th round that turn out to be a franchise guy. There's going to be quarterbacks and players that we think are going to be great that turn out to be bust, and vice versa. There's going to be people who were drafted in the 4th or 5th round, and we're not even talking about now, that are going to turn out to be really solid NFL players. With that being said, though, in today's lovely Monday, well, it's currently raining where I'm at, but hopefully it's a lovely and beautiful sunny Monday before the 4th of July, we're going to talk about Bryce Young and the newest of new updates. After Bryce Young wrapped up his fabulous career at Alabama, which was legendary by the way, he came out of Alabama measured at about roughly, and these are rough estimates, 5'10", 5'11", 195 to 205 pounds. Depending where you look, they had him anywhere from 195 to 205. And we're not going to talk about the height because he can't change that, so it is what it is. But, and I have a big but, the one aspect that he can change is his weight. And that was another minor area of concern for these NFL teams because not only is he small, he's under 6 feet tall, but he's also not built really well, just quite yet. How do I make a long story short? He needed to add some more meat to his bones. Some new pictures have been released and they're floating all over the internet, and a lot of people, I think they're seeing the same thing I am. Bryce Young's bulking up and it's looking like he is bulking up fast. And matter of fact, he was so big in some of these pictures, I thought he was CJ Stroud for a second. He's looking good, man. He's looking good. We're going to talk all about that. It is the one and only topic. Actually, at the end of this video, we may talk about another quarterback, and that's Kenny Pickett. Because somebody sent me something on Twitter today. I thought that was also interesting. All right, we got to get into this video. Hope you guys have a great 4th. And by the way, if you are going to shoot fireworks, please, and I mean please, be safe. Shout out to America, baby. Greatest. And I mean the greatest country on earth. Was that country enough? I don't know. All right, man. Bye. Shut the crap up. Now without further ado, let's get into it. Was my intro long? Yes. Do I care? No. If you don't like it, guess what? You can go watch ESPN where they don't even talk about sports. They talk about politics. Around here, we just keep it sports related. Do I jibber jabber a little too much? Yeah, but sometimes it happens. So the past couple of days, some pictures have been going around like I stated, and a lot of reports are noticing the same thing I am. And I gotta be honest with y'all, the first time I saw this picture, I was like, dang, Bryce Young looking different. And there's a couple of different pictures I'm going to show you, but I kind of thought I was overreacting. I was like, maybe I'm just seeing it differently. But come to find out, no, everybody sees it the same way I do. These aren't my words. This is from a different article. They stated, and this is the headline, Bryce Young appears to have packed on weight before Panthers training camp. And I'm going to show you the first picture right here. As you can see, no, that's not CJ Stroud. It's Bryce Young. And the reason I say he kind of looks like CJ Stroud in this is not only is he bulked up a little bit, we'll talk about that in just a second, but his hairstyle. I've been keeping up with Bryce Young since he was a 10th grader, and I've never seen him twist his hair like this. It's a similar hairstyle to CJ Stroud. He's getting bigger. He just kind of looks like him, at least in my opinion. And I like the hair. Switching up a little bit, it's different. I like it. Let me know what y'all think about it. But we're not here to talk about the hair. We're here to talk about his weight difference. I mean this in the most respectful way possible. Not only does it look like Bryce Young's added a little bit of weight, he's looking beefed up. He's looking caked up. He's low-key looking kind of fat. And when I say he's looking fat, obviously I'm exaggerating it. It's a joke. It's a joke. Calm down. I'm not saying Bryce Young's fat. But the point is, he's definitely not looking skinny. I don't know if it's the angle. I don't know if it's the shirt. I don't know what it is. But this dude looks beefed up. It doesn't even look like he's just added muscle. It looks like he's added a ton of fat, and that's a good thing. And let me make this clear. I'm not joking when I talk about he's adding fat. It looks like to me he's added about 10 pounds of muscle and probably like 10 or 15 pounds of fat, which yet again is not a bad thing, so don't get it twisted. That's a good thing. He needs that fat to take those hits. You don't want your quarterback walking around like a wide receiver. You want your quarterback a little storage to him, a little storage compartment, a dad bod. I should have said that from the start. That's the best way to say this. Bryce Young, he has the dad bod. And the dad bod is the best bod to have if you're a quarterback. Somebody in the comments says getting thick is insane. Bro, I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it this way. He is getting big. Mark said they got this man eating 5,000 calories a day. I guarantee he's eating 5,000 at least. That boy getting thick, man. He getting thick. Now, here's the other two pictures if you want to say those others are deceiving. And somebody even quote tweeted them and said, and it got over 500 likes, I can't eyeball 195, but Bryce sure doesn't look frail to me here. And yet again, if you want to say the other picture's deceiving, these two pictures, they look similar. You can just tell from the tone of his legs, arms, body, this man has added a lot of weight. Not even just like 5 to 10 pounds. I bet he's added 20, 25 pounds. I'd say right now, he's probably around 220. And I wouldn't be scared to say he's pushing 225 at max 230. To give you a better perspective, I'm going to show you a picture right here of Bryce Young at Alabama. And now yet again, I'm going to show you the pictures of him currently up to date. There's no way you can tell me he looks the same weight as he did at Alabama. No way, no shot. At Alabama, he looked like a high school quarterback out there, but now he's molding into that grown man body. And I think this is a big factor because genetics, it plays into things. Look at his dad. And this is why I've never been concerned about his weight, being undersized or any of that, because his dad's also pretty beefed up as well. You know what? I'm going to say, here's my rough estimate. I think he's about 220. 5'10 and a half, 5'11, whatever you want to call it, 220. But if you were to tell me he's looking about 225 and at max 230, I could see it. This is a good sign, man. It's a good sign. Definitely like to see this. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. Do you think I'm tripping or do you think he's gained some weight? And we might as well because somebody tagged me in this, and we've never even talked about him in about a year and a half. And that said player I'm talking about is Kenny Pickett. So it's being stated that Steelers cornerback and former Bills cornerback, Levi Wallace, by the way, he played at Alabama, he stated that Pickett reminds him, quote unquote, a lot of Josh Allen. Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. Pickett also stated in a recent interview that he expects to take a quote-unquote big jump next season. And Steelers defensive tackle also stated that the sky is the limit for Pickett heading into year 2. Wow, a lot of high praise for Pickett there. What do y'all think of that? We've gained so many new subscribers since the last time I even talked about Pickett, so let me give you my opinion on him, and it hasn't changed. I'd say going into the NFL, I'm just not high on Pickett, and I'm still not high on Pickett. I think he's a good quarterback, but I don't think there's anything special about him. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of curious. Let's pull up his numbers from last season. Okay, last year for his Steelers, completed 63% of his passes. That's pretty good for a rookie. 2,400 passing yards, 7 TDs to 9 INTs. QBR of 51.5. Now, I get it. Those numbers don't seem too impressive, but those actually are pretty dang good for a rookie. Well, they're not good, but I'd say they're average. They're on par. It could have been worse, and I did watch Kenny Pickett last year in the NFL, and he did impress me. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. This is about as unbiased as it gets because I'm not a fan of Kenny Pickett. I've never been high on him. He did impress me last season. He did shock me because I thought he was going to go out there and have a rough time. And he didn't have a great time, but he did better than what I expected. But all in all, my opinion on him hasn't changed too much because I don't think he can be a franchise quarterback that can lead you to a Super Bowl. I just don't see it. Maybe he proves me wrong, though. Maybe he does. Let me know your thoughts on everything we talked about down below. But